Who's not muted?
I'm muted. What is this? It's you.
Ah! I'm muted, bro.
So what?
Oh my god.
What's going on?
Look, it says I'm muted.
It's hashtag me too.
Oh my god.
Muted.
What is going on?
That was you because you left.
But I'm telling you, like, I had muted.
It was.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the show. God, you are getting
Get out.
Hi, this is Helen from Frankfort, Kentucky, Rapid Dave's mom.
Hey guys, this is William Russell, the Angry Artist.
This is Ray with Dallas Fort Worth Let's Talk Craft Beer.
This is Mirtha.
what it do, what it is. It's your boy Peasy.
What's up, everybody? My name is Ryan, aka iLogical Gaming from Streamers Helping Streamers.
This is Dylan.
Oh yeah!
Yo, this is Rapid Dave's cousin Chad.
Hey everybody, this is TJ.
Hi, this is Ryan Palmer.
Hey, this is Scott. This is Zach.
This is Ryan from Little Elm, Texas.
This is Cannon from Tampa, Florida.
This is Jay from Haltom City, Texas.
Hello, I am Kindy.
I'm Nick Ruiz.
Hey, this is Intro Girl Lizzie, and you're listening to Strikeout Beer.
Guten Tag.
Cut the music. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages.
Hi, and welcome to Strikeout Beer, your least favorite podcast.
I think only one person watches this show.
Today on the show, the guys will be talking about.
Like, how do eyebrows work?
I don't know how they work.
Did you poison me?
So I'm not really sure on what to do.
I've asked that more than once.
What's this? I have faith in you, but this isn't a junkyard.
I would like to say that it's 90%. How about 85? Will you believe 85?
I don't know. Yeah.
And now live from a hidden government bunker is Rapid TikTok Dave.
And the clothes have been disappearing slowly.
Yeah.
It's kind of a thing.
I love that sometimes.
And Alan, the part-time nerd.
It's not too late. Go get some zucchini.
And everyone goes crazy. Rah!
And we're live. Welcome to Late Night Beer Reviews with your pals Alan and Rapid Dave. I'm Alan.
I'm Rapid Dave.
Way to shoot the wheels off. And let me tell you, the support for you is coming in. TJ, you're doing great. Sam, I'm really glad I didn't miss that. Scott, that echo. Even Darren's piling on you with you're doing great. Scott just said, hey, let me know if you want Presley to just bark again.
That's what's up right there.
And Francis coming in with the Go podcast.
So when you guys see that notification that goes out that says we're live, get in there as soon as you can.
Because you don't know what's going to happen.
Exactly.
Oh, TJ's still at work.
Oh, congratulations, Pud. Appreciate it. Or I'm glad you're still at work, actually. Yeah.
Hashtag for Lizzie.
Oh, yeah. There we go. So Lizzie gives out a sub before we left? Who'd she gift it to?
I think it went to someone that I already said during the last show.
Who was it, by the way? I'm asking because I didn't hear it.
I don't remember.
Okay.
Honestly. But yeah, she gifted the sub. Thank you, Lizzie.
Lots coming in with several hashtag for Lizzie's. Today's it's not only our third year anniversary, our third birthday, but also it's Lizzie's last day of chemo. And that is done for now. So congratulations to Lizzie. Appreciate everybody who showed up out at the hospital today to celebrate. Big deal. Oh,
hashtag for Lizzie. Hashtag for Lizzie.
Just letting it go.
Hashtag for Lizzie.
Yep.
Hashtag for Lizzie. Hashtag for Lizzie. So many. What a fantastic day. You aren't lying, Francis. It's been an awesome day.
Absolutely.
The first show was amazing.
I thought it was good.
Thank you, Dumpweed, for brewing, for joining us. We're still drinking the beers they made for us. We're drinking some more. You're doing great, which, I mean, it's Can you just get it together over there?
I'm rolling. Ugh.
Like,
that tastes different than the other one.
First, we're dealing with the whole issue.
You say thirst?
First.
Oh, okay.
You got the echo. You got everything going on over there.
I wouldn't worry about what I'm doing.
And then now you got the volume cranked up on your phone.
Dude, I left the music going this whole time, and we didn't really like. I told you it was going to be a problem, but it's not a problem.
I tried to tell you
it was loud.
It's not that loud.
And I got whistles over
Francis, there. I have some canned, brother. Whoa, George Michael coming in hot with the middle finger. What is going on? Hey, how's your Lexus doing, buddy?
Works perfectly.
First
fine.
of all, the journey is never better until you crest over the hill and can see home.
There you go.
There we go. And Darren in his words.
Darren coming in right in the feels. How's everybody doing? Thank you so much for who popped out in the previous show. Now we're into the late night. We got a couple things to talk about, but it's all going to be Strike Up. It's our birthday show. It's our anniversary show. We've been doing this for 3 years.
How's that Flappy Bird, Rapid Dave?
It flops a little bit.
Yeah,
flaps a little.
He's been on his phone the whole night.
Trying to share it out the stream. I'm trying to do what everybody else should be doing.
He shared the stream for an hour and a half last episode.
Don't y'all want me to do that? I thought you wanted me to.
I mean, hey, you're doing great. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, Francis, I got some of his beer if you want some, brother.
Nothing works.
Got some stuff canned.
He doesn't drink beer.
He wants to try it.
Oh, okay.
He said, I need to try this beer.
Okay.
If you want to drink it, brother, I got it for you.
I mean, it's okay. I've had better.
Yeah, I've had worse.
No, dude, they make good beer.
They do.
And like I said, like that's the reason
Francis
I brought
said, I'll
up.
drink a beer. I got one for you.
That's why I mentioned That's Not a Knife and Everyone in the Pool.
Dude,
because those two beers were great. They have knocked it out of the park.
Everything else we've had from there
has
been. This one was just kind of but we know where we went wrong with it. And I say we because I was there brewing it with them.
Yeah.
The whole time. And it was, we talked about during the last show. There was the hops or whatever that need to be added in. And they had it there. And I said, hey, are we supposed to add this in now? Scott said, yes, add it in. I said, okay. And then Zach goes, okay, let's add in the whatever. I said, I already added that in. He goes, what do you mean?
So it was your fault.
Well, no, Scott. Scott told me to.
Need more cowbell? I got a cowbell for you.
We'll get you a cowbell.
Yeah. Ding dong. I don't know what that is.
But yeah, the intro today had everyone who's done intros for us, the little cold intros. I think there's a few that I missed, but I got most of them. If you want to do a cold intro, send it over to us. strikeoutbeer@gmail.com. You can message to me personally. You can message Rapid Dave. Get over to either one of us, or send the strikeoutbeer@gmail.com. Strikeout Beer Facebook page. So you're saying you screwed that beer up? Yeah, but I was told to.
I'm telling you, he did.
I followed my orders that were given to me by Scott.
A good soldier always follows his orders.
That's right. Francis, we got one for you. Everyone hold on to your horses. Totally Scott's fault. See, even Scott agrees.
Scott's such a nice guy. He'll take the blame for you, but it's still your fault.
I just did what I was told. But send one over. Just say, hey, I'm so and so.
It's super easy. You can just use the voice notes in your phone. If you have an iPhone, I think it's voice memos. If you have a whatever the hell the other kind is, it's voice.
Most of the stuff that we do for the show is recorded on our phones, and then we send it over, and I throw it all together to actually put it on the show. But
yeah, we got a lot of bits.
But yeah, just tell us who you are, tell us something about yourself, and say, and you're listening to the Strikeout Beer. Have some fun with it. The more fun you have, the better. We might use your intro for a couple weeks. And if it's really bad, like Francis, we'll use it for several episodes.
God, his was terrible. So bad.
And we use it for like 5 shows in a row or something like that.
Damn it, Scott. Scotty doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know.
When to put in the hops. Yeah, it's bad. No, it's bad, Francis. We agree with you.
That's an old song. Man, he went way deep on that one.
Scotty doesn't know?
Yeah, that's like an old, man, it's not Marvelous 3. He's talking about, Scotty doesn't know, it's the guy that's singing is talking about banging Scotty's girlfriend.
I know.
What is that? Who sings that?
Matt Damon.
What the hell did you just say?
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon sings a song?
Yes.
In what band?
It's from Eurotrip.
Keep going. No, I saw that pop up from Mike Gillum, but Matt Damon sings what song?
Scotty doesn't know. That was Matt Damon.
Oh,
Matt Damon is banging Fiona.
Hold on. Hold the phone. So the song that we hear on the radio or whatever back then, that was Matt Damon singing that? Or was that from Eurotrip where Matt Damon's covering that song?
That's where that song is from.
Okay. All right.
That song is from Eurotrip.
Okay.
Specifically for that movie.
Okay.
And Matt Damon is the one doing it.
He's the one singing it?
Yes.
Okay. I've heard it on the radio, so that's why I don't think Matt Damon has a song that was put out.
You can hear an Eddie Murphy song on the radio. Does that mean he didn't do it?
Is Eddie Murphy on the radio?
Eddie Murphy? Yes.
Singing a song?
I just want to party all the time.
What's that? What?
Party all the time, party all the time, party all the time. You don't know that song?
No.
Eddie Murphy released an album
Clip that
back in like the 80s.
Clip that on Twitch, guys. Get help me out.
And his hit song was "I Just Want to Party All the Time."
That's the name of it?
Yes, or I think it's called "Party All the Time."
How much coke did he have when he was like releasing this?
So much. But I mean, let's just be honest. Eddie Murphy could sing.
Can he?
Yes. Eddie Murphy with Rick James. Dude.
The song that I'm talking about. It's the album is Eurotrip. The artist is Lustra. Now, who the hell? That don't look like Matt Damon. So, who the hell is the lead singer of Lustra?
Or the lead stringer?
Singer.
Tell us.
Stringer?
That's Matt Damon's character in the movie who is doing Scotty Doesn't Know.
Oh, that's fine. I've never seen I've seen Eurotrip maybe like 5 seconds in and I was out.
Are you serious?
Yeah, no, I never watched it.
Dude, you got to watch that movie.
Members Chris Baird. Okay. I just want to make sure that somehow he's not in a damn rock band.
You've got to watch Eurotrip.
The next question is, did Scotty ever find out?
Yes.
Google's funny.
You've got to watch Eurotrip.
I doubt it.
No, next week.
Eddie Murphy and Rick James. I might be in on that.
I'm telling you.
I've seen like bits and pieces. I don't
You've
remember.
got to watch it.
It's probably not that great.
I'm telling you, it's funny.
And if it's not funny, what do I get?
Like kick in the nuts.
So I get a kick in the nuts because it sucks?
Yeah.
It sounds like you should get a kick in the nuts because you're telling me to watch it.
You're getting a kick in the nuts because you have bad taste.
That doesn't make any sense.
That makes perfect sense.
I don't think so.
It does. So we threw together a top 5 and a bottom 5.
Yeah. I don't know if I got mine. I got some right here.
So do we want to talk? If I'm going to watch the Fast and the Furious, you can watch that one.
I'll watch
Darren's
it.
calling you out.
That's fine.
Yes.
That's fine.
Here you go. Francis clipped it for us.
All right, there you go.
Do you want to start with the bottom?
I mean, I prefer the bottom.
Okay.
The back bottom or the front bottom?
You should visit Vander Sex in Amsterdam. Is what I learned from that movie.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Franklin, what do you put in there? It's a YouTube video. Oh, is it that's the clip to the movie? Okay. Thank you.
You get a free shirt. I don't know who. Somebody.
I don't want a free shirt.
The movie.
Okay.
So is your bottom 5 ranked in order from 5 to the worst? Like, do you actually have it in order?
No, I got like 2 shows.
I have 5 things written down.
Okay.
In no particular order. You only have 2 written down?
Hashtag for Lizzie. Yeah, I know. I don't care. Like all the bad shows, I'm not going to remember them because I was trash. I'm usually drinking, so I don't remember. I was actually watching like multiple shows. I went through like, I don't know how many shows a day. I was posting them on Instagram, going through them.
Boilerbot coming in with them biddies.
I was back. What's up, Boilerbot? How you doing, man? I was in there watching the old shows from like 2019. And I was like, I was messaging you and I'm like, dude, they're not bad. I go, some of the quality is kind of off because I'm watching on the television and YouTube was kind of funky back then.
Yeah.
And with our the damn upload speeds that we had here, but they weren't bad.
Hashtag for Lizzie, hashtag happy birthday.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dylan.
Thanks.
Dylan, congratulations.
Appreciate it.
On becoming the first host ever of Just Be a Dad podcast. No, seriously, we love the guys over there. TJ and Nate, they've been doing a great job. You've come on the last 3 weeks.
I
mean, it just made sense to bring Dylan in. The 3 of them work together well.
Well, that and you want a steady hand.
Yeah.
Dylan Busby actually is a very good host. He can not only work the room, but he can keep the moving. He can keep the conversation
Keep it
moving.
going, flowing.
Yeah. There's hardly
He's got the experience that the other guys don't.
exactly. He has hardly any stalls where there's like nothing there.
Believe us, we tried.
Yeah.
We tried to stall him. We tried to shoot his wheels off. We couldn't.
And we were trashed. Like Lizzie had to come in here and tell me that's 3 hours. Lizzie come in here and goes, "Hey, you need to knock
I
it
got in
off."
so much trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on the show for like an hour and a half tops.
I'm
3
like
hours
slamming
later,
beers, yeah.
I'm coming in, slamming the door. I thought you said an hour. Just get off my back, woman. I lose concept of time when I've been drinking.
So definitely a good addition to that. And like I've been loving his show anyways.
Yeah.
He's had a lot of he had that radio host. I think I can't even remember where she's from, but she's a hoot.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, they've had a lot of good things. Does he chew? Oh God. All right.
But so you've only got 2 written down. Let's talk about your 2 to see if they match any of my 5. Let's see what you got.
I just read mine.
Okay.
And I forgot what I written.
Okay.
So the one all the way to the bottom is every show you've ever yawned in.
Okay.
So that's any show that Alan has ever yawned in is my worst show.
Okay.
Yeah, that would pretty much sum it up. We've had some terrible shows where either the guests are kind of like, not really feeling it. We've had a couple like where they're at another bar and they're phoning it in, but they're more the PR person. They're not really the guy we're looking for.
I have stuff written down, but go on. What's your next one?
The next one up is the Brutal Show. I got that, but I'll talk more about that later, but it's on my bottom 5 right now.
Okay.
Because of the train wreck that pursued to be like the late night. They can't hear it. Look, watch. I guess
Can you guys hear that?
Yeah, you can hear that.
OMG, the one last month, Alan was sleeping pretty much. I don't know, man.
Yeah, exactly. But the late night and the after hour shows at Brutal were terrible. All right, go ahead.
I don't know. So here's what I got, and these are in no particular order. The Rona shows. When the Rona broke out, and we were forced to be separated. Darren coming in with those biddies. Thank you so much, Darren.
What's up, Darren? Thanks.
While the shows were good, us in separate places is not as good as us together in studio.
Yeah.
We're just better together in studio. We did what we had to do through that period of time, and we had a good time during that period, right?
You don't bring it when you're not in the studio with me.
Don't just put this on me, okay?
I'm just telling you how it is.
I'm just telling you how it is.
You should check out the Sunday special every week. I'm fine. I'm just fine.
Okay.
But when you're not sitting right there, you're kind of over there in your little office.
We'll get there in a second, Francis.
Looking around a little bit. Maybe just hunker down. I don't know. Just you don't have the energy like it's being forced. Go ahead.
Next for me was the week where I had to miss the show when I had to make the cannonball run up to Michigan.
That was one of the best shows ever.
To get my license. Oh, it was? When you called me every 5 minutes to find out if I was in Kentucky or Memphis yet?
You were definitely on the show every
5 minutes. Hey, are you in Memphis yet? No, GPS puts me about an hour out. Okay, I'll call you back in 5.
You didn't like that?
And you did. Hey, are you in Memphis yet?
You didn't like that show?
Wasn't our best.
I was trying to make you more involved in the show.
I mean, there's definitely different ways to do it. Not calling me. Are you in Memphis? No? Okay, cool. When are you going to be in Memphis? Like an hour and a half. Okay, I'll call you back in 5.
I'll call you back in 5.
And he would. He'd call me back 5 minutes later. Are you in Memphis yet? No, I'm about 55 minutes out. Okay, cool. I'll call you back in 5 and see if you're there yet. I mean, the show was great. Lizzie and Rapid Dave calling every 10 minutes to see where you were. I mean, it was, for me, next.
Yeah, see, he said every 10 minutes. It wasn't every 5. It was like 10 or 15.
It seemed like every 2 minutes for me.
Dude.
Dylan coming with new mic. Sounds great and feels great. Or looks and sounds great.
Thank you.
So,
appreciate that.
Next, I'm going to come in with... So we had someone give us a bunch of beers.
Okay.
And every beer we drank that episode sucked.
That was one of the worst. It's recent, but it's one of the worst.
It's recent. and I don't want to call them out. You know who you are. We appreciate it.
It was like every single. That's nothing wrong with the show.
The show was good. The beer just sucked that week. And we tried. We drank so many different beers that episode, and they were all bad.
I'm pretty sure I got sick. I hate this place. I'm sorry, Ryan. I'm so sorry.
Next, we had a brewer on no, let me correct that. We had the owner of a brewery on with us.
Okay.
And I'm not going to say the owner. If you follow the show, you watch the show, you know who I'm talking about. He joined our show. I'm kicking you from the group. Whatever. I don't care. I'll just join back. He joined us late. He was at another brewery, sitting on their patio with not a care in the world.
Nah,
like
he's chilling.
Oh, what? Oh, I'm on here. Oh, what do you want me to talk about? Well, let's talk about these beers we're drinking. Let's talk about. So tell us about this beer. Oh man, I don't know. My brewer, he brewed this and that, and so you're not the person we should be talking to because you got nothing. Not only do you have nothing, you're not even at your brewery. You're at another brewery promoting them and about how awesome it is out there. And yeah, so we had them on for a good 30 minutes, almost 40 minutes, and it was just we tried so hard.
That's all you can do.
This next moment I'm going to bring up, while it's also one of what I feel like our worst moments, is also part of my best moments.
Okay.
Was our show out of Odd Muse.
Okay.
And here's the part of it that I thought was awful and I thought sucked.
Okay.
We weren't able to directly link into the internet there, and we had to go off the Wi-Fi. And the Wi-Fi signal wasn't that strong, so we weren't able to actually do a live show out there.
Correct.
We did our show out there, and we had to record it and release it the next day. We had an awesome show, and we had a great time out there. Bobby was awesome. We had Bobby there. Zach was actually out there.
Mm-hmm.
Zach joined us for a while. We had a ton of people out there, friends out there supporting us. And we had a great time out there, and it was a blast. But the fact that we weren't able to go live sucked.
Yeah.
And I hated that portion of it because that's what we are. We're a live show.
Mm-hmm.
We interact with people. We interact with everyone. We want to know what you guys are thinking. We want to know what you guys want to talk about. And it sucked. Francis said that was a show that got me watching y'all.
That was Bobby is a fantastic
Bobby's
interview.
awesome. We've had him on since then.
Yeah, he's a fantastic interview. And then Zach was actually out there too. So Zach sat down and started talking to Bobby.
And we literally just said, go. And we just sat back from the mics. Mm-hmm. And Zach and Bobby just had a great conversation. Rapid Dave working the equipment while Alan is belly up at the bar.
Every show.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah. And
a number one moment, worst moment of the show. This is early on in Strikeout Beer lore. And I guarantee you, unless Mike Graham is watching, nobody else watched this show.
Okay.
This was when we had a third party involved in the show. The Knob.
Yeah.
Was a third member of the show. And we had a segment that we threw to him every week. We gave him his time every week.
Corner?
I don't know what we called it. But we threw I think the last time we threw it to him was what are you doing over there?
I don't know.
I don't either.
Don't worry about
# Power Hour. Early on in Strikeout Beer was a wee young lass. He had his mascot bracket.
Okay.
And it was, he wanted to go through all the mascots, and he had like his top 64 mascots or 32 or something like that.
Okay.
And he took it all the way down to 1. And we're like, okay. When he pitched the idea to us, we're like, that sounds cool.
Okay.
You got a mascot challenge. You want to whittle it down to the number one mascot. Okay, that sounds great. So we bring him on and we get him on, and he's like, okay, first round. I've got the Lions versus the Buccaneers.
Mhm.
So who's going to win in a fight, a lion or a pirate? Is this? So that's what it became. And it became because you gave him the mic, because at that point in time we only had 2 microphones.
Yeah.
So you said you gave it to him.
We were in
the
dining room.
dining room.
Yeah.
So you throw it to him, and it's me and him. And so I'm sitting there, I'm like, all right, what you got? And he's like, okay, so I got a lion versus a pirate. Okay.
I was very happy to get out of the way a lot.
Who wins in this fight? What's going on? What? And I'm just sitting there, I was like, what? This is what we're doing? Yeah, okay. So what weapons does the pirate have? What's going? Is the lion 8? What's going? So that's what it became. And by the end of it, it's just me going, okay, well, what do you think? I don't know. Like, it was
About like this segment.
It was probably the worst 15 minutes we've ever done.
Okay. I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, the knob didn't bring much.
I don't think he had another segment after that one.
Oh God, he didn't get the invite back one more time.
Well, he kept coming back, but we didn't give him a segment.
Oh God.
But that's my number one. I will go ahead and say that was the number one worst moment. Love you, Knob, but you didn't bring anything to the table there.
It happens.
So now that brings us to our top 5 moments. Got to make that shot with the flintlock count.
These guys are cracking me up
I think
tonight.
he had like a sword or something like that with him. I don't know.
A
sword.
Buccaneer has a flintlock and a sword, right? Oh my God.
So do you have 5 moments written down for your top 5? What do you have written down?
I've got some things.
You have some things?
They're not in order.
I actually have an order.
Okay.
And for me, my number 5 moment, or do you want to go first with your number 5?
You go ahead.
Is recently.
Oh, okay.
And I thought this episode went so well. We invited that person back for another episode. Top 5, that one time someone gave you a lot of free beer. I mean, that's happened quite a few times. Like tonight, we got a lot of free beer tonight, and it all tastes delicious. Lee Knox.
Can't wait.
Episode with Lee.
That's your number 5?
That's my number 5.
Okay.
I thought it was awesome. Cost $9.25, the most trivial of days, to commemorating your conception and subsequent expulsion into the world, as well as your continued survival thereafter.
Thanks so much, Cost.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Lee Knox, that episode was awesome. We had no idea what we were getting with that. And we got pure gold with that episode. And we had so much fun.
Can't wait.
Next week, late night beer review, Alien Talk with Lee Knox. And I cannot wait. I am looking forward to it. Lee was great on the show. Had a ton of fun with him. Excited.
Need you to tell me the next movies that we need to be watching so that I can go ahead, because I've already watched all the other ones.
I got a couple more for you to watch, and then it's more incidents that we got to look up.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, we're currently researching the aliens, and it's such.
I'm gonna post this week what we're watching to prep for the show.
Okay.
So that everyone else can watch this stuff.
What's going on?
And well, you're kind of weak. So that's my number 5. What do you have for your 5? Or I don't know if yours are in order or not, but mine were.
All right, Halloween show with my mom. We have the skeleton and 3-hole punch gym. And it was Alan.
Has 3-hole punch gym.
Ryan was there.
Ryan showed up.
My mom.
Your mom. It was a great episode. It really was.
She was super excited to be there.
Was that her first time on the show?
I think so. Yeah.
Scott coming in with you had me at aliens, dude.
It's gonna be awesome. I can't wait. Here's the top for that. To be honest with you, yeah, we've already watched a couple documentaries, some shows, some movies, and we're looking forward to it. What's up, Hate Machine? How you doing? We're gonna turn the lights down low. We're gonna try to turn it kind of green and maybe have some sci-fi sounds in here. He's out of town. I think he moved, right? He moved.
I don't think he's moved yet, but he's moving soon. But
okay. but it'll be a remote thing where we're going to listen to hear what he has to say, talk about it. It's going to be a late night review. It won't be during the main show. It'll be late night.
It's late night next week.
And then like I said, we're going to dim everything and make it look kind of cool in here and just sit here and talk and get creeped out.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
Absolutely.
So my number 4, Odd Muse. While it made my bottom 5, the actual show itself, the times we had with Bobby, with Zach, with Shane over there. Shane showed up with his wife and Shane got cut off and he comes over and we've got flights. And he's like, oh, these are just beer shots. Let me take that. And he's taking our beer because his wife's not letting him have any beer. And Nick was there. And I mean, we had a bunch of people there supporting us. We had a great time. The only thing that sucked was we couldn't go live. And I hated that because that's what our show was based off of. That's when we're best. But the actual experience itself was awesome and had a great time.
Cool. All right. Excellent. This one is first show at the bar Outback, number 4.
So that was our very first show.
Our very first show when we were Outback. Because we started.
No.
We're not talking about that one?
For Strikeout Beer.
Okay.
/ Allen Rapidae Power Hour.
I started back there?
Was in the back.
There you go.
The last podcast
was on the tailgates.
Was on the tailgates.
Okay. So the first one that we used to do the show live from a phone. We just set the phone down. It was audio only, and we'd hit go live on Facebook. That was back when Facebook would just allow audio only. And so we just sit there and talk for about an hour. And
no, 30 minutes. It's like 32 minutes.
That was it?
I just posted the first. So if you want to hear our very first episode, we weren't even called Strikeout Beer then. The first episode, we were the Allen and Rapidae Power Hour. And the first episode was 30-something minutes.
Nice.
Go and check it out. I just posted on the Strikeout Beer Facebook page last night. Go and give it a listen.
Oh,
it's
little tickle.
Yeah.
All right.
Number 3, Mike Gillum, Aliens.
I can't wait.
Number 3, The Brutal Show. That was our first road show.
Mm-hmm.
And we had an absolute blast out there. The amount of drops that have come out of that show. We called Eric's mom, one of the brewers out there, had a blast talking to his mom. You had Jason giving us the quote of the crowlers being called elephant legs.
Yeah.
We had a blast. Now, did we drink too much? Yes.
Yes.
Did we get out of control? Yes.
Mildly, yeah.
Did we spend a lot of money? Yes. Did Alan try to split that tab and Rapid Dave said no? Yes. But it was a blast. I absolutely loved it. I had a great time.
I try to take care of everyone I can.
It was funny because it's like, oh, here's your guys' tab. Here's what it is. Cool. Here's my card. Here's your card. Let's split it. And you said, nope. You actually grabbed my card and threw it down the bar and looked at me and said, your money's no good here. And I said, okay. And then at 8:45 the next morning, me and Mike Graham get a text from you saying, why the hell was my tab so high last night?
I'm going to stop you right there. This is one of the greatest
What's up, Montana?
Moments in sports.
The handshake at the end of a series?
Yep.
In hockey, love it. Mike Gillum, I want to come to a road show. I need a good excuse to drink on Wednesday. Mike, our next road show is actually going to be on a Saturday out at Brutal Beer Works over there in North Richland Hills. Their 2-year anniversary is on June 19th. Tickets are $45 to the event, but you're going to get a pint glass, a shirt, several beers, things like that. And we'll be there going live, doing a bunch of stuff the whole time. What's up, Muffin?
What's up, Muffin?
So that's my number 3. What's your number 3 coming in at? Or did we already get your number 3?
Number 3.
Number 3, yeah. I went first.
Christmas Con. One of the first times that, not the very first time, but the first time I was exposed to having to do a live. We went live multiple times, even with like terrible internet.
The internet was good, actually.
It wasn't great. And so everything's kind of blurry. The tables we were using, I think, did we bring them?
I brought a folding table.
You brought a folding table. So we're trying to clamp these things onto a folding table.
They clamped
I brought
fine.
an extension cord, or I forgot the extension cord. My wife ran and got
She went to Home Depot to buy an extension cord.
She bought another one. She was like, "How long do you need?" I go, 25 foot. And she goes, "All right, cool." She's like, "You sure?" I go, "Yeah, sure." She brings back a 50 footer because she's like, "I know you, just in case."
Francis, have a good night, brother.
Cheers, brother.
I love you.
Thank you.
Like a brother.
And it's just just one of those things. And we met so many. That's when I met McLean McGuire. We sat down with Chris.
First time we sat down with McLean.
We talked with almost everybody there.
Chris
and everybody was cool. And this
Palmer,
wasn't this
Rumley.
During one of those weird things, or was it during? It wasn't during the pandemic, obviously.
No. This is
but it was one of those things that he put together, and it was just kind of around the holidays. So
yeah, it was around Christmas. It was. This is actually. I'm going to go into. This was my number 2 moment. Was a Christmas con.
Okay.
So we go out there. It's a comic book convention. Chris said, "Hey, you guys want to come out there and cover it?"
It's got strikeout beer written everywhere, and we're going into a rec center or I'm sorry, is it
a rec center? It was
at
the Watauga Rec Center.
Okay.
And we talked to Chris, we talked to Rumley, we talked to Ryan Palmer, we talked to what was that girl's name? There was a girl artist that was out there.
I can see her art. I don't know her name.
Yeah, I still follow her to this day.
Yeah.
She puts out some good art, things like that. We talked to a lot of people out there. We had a great time. By the time the show was over, we had lost our voices because we go live, talk to someone for 20, 30 minutes, and then we were done.
Yeah, when we said goodbye,
and then we'd come back and we'd go live and talk 20, 30 minutes and then be done. And then back. And then like when we brought McLean out, we talked to McLean for like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Oh, we talked to David Sanchez out there. It was the first time we talked to David. Had a great time. It was an absolute blast. We had a lot of fun out there. We gave away some Strikeout Beer swag. Palmer's wife actually won the Strikeout Beer swag. Megan, won the shirt and the koozie and all that. But it was a blast. We had a good time out there. We picked up some cool art, bought some cool pops, things like that. Talked to some cosplayers. Just had a great time.
It's amazing what you can do with a gymnasium of just a football or a basketball court.
Yeah.
And they had this thing set up, and Chris obviously has a knack for this type of thing because then he put on the next one, the Cowtown, and now Cowtown's getting bigger and whatnot. So, but I don't want to steamroll you. Go ahead and tell me your number 3.
Well, no, I already told you my number 3, and then I moved to my number 2, which is Christmas Con. Was the same as you.
What was your number 3?
My number 3 was Brutal. I already talked about because I go first.
Nice.
Yeah,
I like how you're rolling that on through it. I'm just. Stop.
Just not even paying attention.
So going
Welcome
on
to the. Hey Murphy, thanks for the.
So going down to 2.
Number 2 for you.
I got Oddmuse.
Oddmuse.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. It still to me was a great time.
Had a blast.
The thing I like about these shows, if we go live in a location, is that the people who support us show up. You know what I mean? We're not a massive podcast, and to get people to mobilize and go somewhere
is 10 people that show up
is a big deal. But you think about you put 10 people in a room, all of a sudden you got a lot of people, right?
Yeah.
I mean, those people, and they bring their wives or their spouse, their whatever. And we've always loved Oddmuse. It's one of those things. Brutal and Oddmuse, I think they run toe to toe with each other. That's on your neck of the woods. Oddmuse is on my neck of the woods, and they make great beer, each of them. And when we walk through the door, and when I walk through the door at Oddmuse, they're like, hey, they can see me through the mask. They know who we are. They can recognize Lizzie. They know who I am. And they're just like, hey, how the hell have y'all been? How are you doing? And all this kind of stuff. And I love that place.
Absolutely love. So they have a co-brewer out there at Oddmuse. So you got Bobby, who's the head brewer, and then he has his, I apologize if he's watching. I can't remember his name right now.
I know what he looks like.
But I was out at False Idol, and I'm standing there in line. The guy looks at me and goes, hey. I go, hey. He goes, you're from Strikeout Beer, aren't you? Yeah. How you doing, man? I'm good. Oh, he told me his name. And again, I've been drinking. I've drank a lot since then. I drank a lot that night. I'm so-and-so. I'm actually the co-brewer out there at Oddmuse with Bobby and stuff. Oh, man, awesome. How you doing?
He's a ginger. He's got the red beard, the red hair. Yeah, I know he is. He's got a big-ass dog.
Yeah, his dog was there in the brewery with him.
Yeah.
I was petting his dog. And that's when he looked at me and goes, hey, you're from Strikeout Beer, aren't you? Yeah, I am. That was the first time I've been out in public as someone has been like, hey, you're from Strikeout Beer.
Okay.
So it was, I remember that. But yeah, it was, those guys out there are awesome. Charlie.
Yeah.
Charles, great guy.
Yeah, they both are. And they've, not only every time that something comes up or they have a new release, they tell us about it. They're like, hey, try this and let me know what you think. And not to mention, if we do try it, like, hey, man, do you mind popping on with us about 5 or 10 minutes
Bobby's
just to tell me about it? Bobby's like, I'm in.
I'm in.
I don't care. I'm in. And the same thing with the guys from Brutal. Those guys, even though they got like trivia or something going on,
we're going to have them on here in a couple weeks just before the birthday show out at their brewery. They're going to come on. They're going to talk about what they got going on and things like that. So we're going to be doing that with them. It's cool because like I go there now and like not just Eric and Jason, but if the other guys are there, they always recognize me and notice me, and they're always like, hey man, how's it going? They watch the show, they catch the show. 100% appreciate their support. They're looking forward to us coming out there. Like, hey man, we can't wait for you guys to come out here. What bits do you have planned? Oh, we got stuff.
We're not going to tell you.
We don't have anything planned yet, but we're going to come up with something.
Even if we come up with something, we're not telling you.
Yeah. But yeah, that's
where do we roll from here? Number one for me was the Cowtown show. Okay.
I absolutely loved the live show out at Cowtown. Talk to the brewers out there, talk to the owner out there. We are drinking the beers. We're having fun.
You're talking about Cowtown Brewery?
Cowtown Brewery.
Not Cowtown. Yeah.
They're bringing us food. We're talking. You're talking about my love for pretzels. Next thing I know, hey, Sean's showing up with the pretzel with the beer cheese. I'm eating that, and then we're talking about that. And I love burgers and pretzels. And now he's like, "Well, our brisket burger comes on a pretzel bun, right?" No. That sounds awesome. I'll be right back. And he shows up with a burger on a pretzel bun. They showed up with that jalapeno bacon wrapped quail. That was, I don't like spicy stuff. I ate it. It was hot as hell, but it was good.
Yeah.
And we just had a great time. And the thing I liked about that was we really clicked with the guys out there. And we had a blast with them out there. And every time I've gone there since then, and the guys are there, I've had a blast. We went out to Oktoberfest there.
Yep.
Had a blast with the guys out there. It was a lot of fun. And we've had Sean on the show again since then. And that was just before the pandemic started.
Mm-hmm.
So free beer and free food gets you into the top 5 shows. Yeah, I mean, it helps. But
if it's good,
it wasn't even just that. It was just, we really clicked with those guys and we had a lot of fun.
There's a reason I drove all the way back out to downtown Fort Worth
for Oktoberfest.
Oktoberfest.
And we had a blast out there.
Yeah.
And they're pulling us up. Hey man, how are you guys doing? We're doing great.
Owner
hey, here's what we
by.
got going on. We met the other owner out there. This guy comes, he's like, yeah, I'm the other owner here too. I was like, you're not Sean. No, well, it's me and it's Sean, and it's okay. Had a blast with him, talked to him for a while, and then we're cheersing because our boy Nick is getting his own beer.
Yeah.
It was his first time getting a beer up there, and we're having a great time. We just had a blast, and we just really, really clicked with those guys, and we had a great time. And they brew awesome beer.
Yeah, big time.
And for me, it was one of our funnest shows.
Yeah. I
got, for me on this side, I got everything. I got the Rapid Dave flip out.
Yeah.
Because we showed up and things weren't working out with the tables and the mics.
Do you want to worry about that? Or do you want me to worry about that?
I was trying to help you, but you told me just to go away and drink beer. And so after a minute, I go, you know what? Let me go get him a beer. So I went up there and they had a pills. I said, hey, have a beer. You're like, I don't want a beer. I got to figure this out. You're not doing anything. I got to try. I was like, hey, it's a pills. You go, okay, I'll have it. And you drank it and you were better. And then we figured it out.
So if I'm anything, I'm undecisive. I have 2 1s.
Okay.
1A, 1B, and Cowtown is one of those.
How much fun did we have out there?
We had a lot of fun. Lizzie was out there, and she knows the wife of one of the brewers out there, one of the owners.
Yep.
So it made it like, hey, everything, all the communication, everything like that was perfect. We got to meet all these guys, and then on top of it, they're like, hey, where's the camera going to be set up? And they're like, oh, it's gonna be right here. It goes, and so you line the entire table up with beers. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, cool. I take every damn one of those beers. I threw it in the cool. I threw it in the travel.
Yeah.
It was awkward to get things going. We were towards the door, dim lighting, and Sean was wanting to touch every damn button he saw, and we crammed us all into this tight shot.
It was a barrel.
Yeah, it was a barrel.
A barrel table.
Yeah.
Or two that we put together that we end up sitting next to.
Yeah. We squeezed it in there. We made it work. We made it fit, and that's.
By the end of the night, Sean's grabbing people and bringing them over to the table. Yeah. Hey, are you having fun tonight? Yeah. Okay. Come on over here and talk to us. And Sean's bringing people over and putting them on the show. And I mean, we just had a great time.
And then my 1A is obviously brutal. It's
your bottom 5 and your top 5.
Exactly. How I got out of hand later in the show is my bottom 5. How we started and where we were set up. We sit at that table half the time when we go there anyways. Like we sat there this past weekend.
They told us they're putting us there for the anniversary show.
Oh, they really? We went there with Rumley, met up this weekend, and we're sitting there at this table. And I'm like, this is where it all went down, man. I was like looking around. I was like, Jesus Christ. I was like, we had cameras going. They're still like, I was still recording after the show was over and things like that. Like, so we have like just raw of us sitting around talking and just, boy, we were smashed. These beers were like 10%ers. They knocked everybody we brought out there on their ace. We had a great showing. We had so many people come.
Boner who was they had a Snosberries beer there.
Yeah.
He was like, the Snosberries. It's just like Snosberries. I never seen that guy so excited about beer in my entire life.
He goes, taste this. I'm going, okay. He goes, it does taste like beer. It
tastes just like Snosberries.
And but we had a lot of people come out. We had a lot of support. It was one of those nights where I was extremely nervous. I didn't know what to think. We had an external
first roadshow.
Yeah, exactly. We had an external speaker, but then we're like, let's just kill it. It's too much feedback. There's things going on. And I was like, you know what? It doesn't matter. And then we had them come over and talk to us, and we were sitting there just drinking all night and having a good time. So out of all these years and all this stuff that we've done and how we've progressed, I told you today, I go, man, I'm listening to our shows from 2 years ago. I'm like, man, the sound's fine. I was like, man, it's like if we say anything too much, it's like, we're working out this and that. We're working on the banter. We're working on this and that. I was like, oh my God. I was like, we hit it 2 years ago. We figured out some of these things 2 years ago, but yeah, we'll just have to keep improving and keep going. Yep. And I love, but I hate the live shows. The live shows stress me out more than anything.
You mean the road shows?
The road shows.
Because every show's a live show.
Every show's a live show. So if we go on location somewhere, I'm absolutely nervous. I'm a wreck the entire time, but
you're a wreck until you get everything set up and you have a beer in you.
And then once I realize everything's okay, like we've blown this roadcaster up once. I'm like, that's the one thing that weighs in my head every single time we go somewhere, because I'm like, what if it happens again? Then what do we do? But
we know what to do.
Hell with it. It's I mean, it'll be a scratch here, and then we'll have to go back and pull audio, but all in all, it's not that big of a deal.
No.
Because we're still just having fun, and that's what this show's always been about. We've been team having fun for 10 years now.
3 years. Because when we launched the Team Having Fun page, what are some of the first things on there? Mm-hmm. The first episode of While We Weren't Strikeout Beer, that was our first episode.
Yeah.
The Allen and Rapid Day Power Hour.
And between that, chaos and everything else.
Second episode was Strikeout Beer. But yeah, it's just, we get together, we drink beer, we have some fun, and we talk about shit.
Yep. Absolutely.
That's it.
So there you go, man. That's my top 5.
Yeah. Same here. I mean, we agreed on a lot of that top 5. We just had some good times.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
So where do you see this going?
I was asked this recently because I was on, I don't know if I told you this. I was on To Be Blunt with Peasy.
For like 5 minutes, right?
For like 5 minutes because he ran me out of there real quick.
He'll do that to you.
But he was asking about SHS and strikeout beer and things like that. And I've had other people ask me because I think a lot of people get into podcasting for some weird reason. They're like, oh, this is like, I'm going to
make some money.
I'm going to make some money. I'm like, yeah, unless you're famous or you just happen to hit it out of the park, this isn't for you.
You're not going to make a living off of this.
Yeah. So as you make your way around here, I'll put Willy Wonka. How about that?
Okay.
There we go. We watch this lazy ass grandpa just laying back.
No, he knocks it out of the park here in 10 minutes in.
80 years out of his life. For me, people ask, like, what do you expect? What do you think? And what do you want? I'm like, listen. And I think they respect us at this point because it's a
respect your answer or respect us?
I think they respect the answer because I'm like, hey, look, I never got into this to make money. I did this just out of a whim. Like I was like, you know what? Let's talk fantasy football. Let's have some fun. Let's get together. And this is a weekly show. And it's available everywhere you enjoy your podcasts. And if you want to see it live, it's on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook. And if you want audio only on the live version, it's Spreaker. But everywhere else, Apple, Google, Spotify, Pandora,
Bullhorn,
Amazon. It's wherever you enjoy your podcast.
Yep.
But when I have to answer that question, I'm like, yeah, it's just kind of my weekly therapy session.
Yeah.
I go, me and my buddy get together. We sit around for about 3 hours, have a couple tasty beers, and just talk about life, discuss movies, TV, music, just whatever we want to talk about. There's nothing that's really on the table. There's really nothing that's not off the table. But that's where it is for me. This is not something where I'm like, oh man, I'm going to be rich. Oh yeah, let's get that podcast money rolling in. And it really doesn't have anything to do with that. It's just sitting down with a buddy, having a beer, and talking to people.
The funny thing is, like, so we do this, and like we've had opportunities to join podcast groups, networks, sports networks, things like that. And honestly, every time we've joined one of those, it's never worked out.
Mm-hmm.
When we're doing our best and we're at our best, it's when we're not part of those groups. But then again, even when we're part of those groups, that's part of our thing with joining them. We're going to do what we do, and we're not changing anything. And they're always like, yeah, no, don't change anything. But we're going to help. We're going to take you to the next level. We're here for you. We're going to support you. We're taking you to the next level. And we're like, okay. No one's had yet to take us to that next level. I mean, we've gone through some of these groups and we met some people that, Green Man, Dylan, on and off the field. We met him through one of those first endeavors we went through. And we formed a great friendship with him, and we've been on his show, he's been on our show, and we've had a great time with that. But as far as what that network brought to us, they brought nothing. We just happened to click with someone who was on there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, for us, it's are we? Last week, Old School asked us, "How long are you going to do this for?" Well, how long am I going to have fun? How long am I going to enjoy it? How long am I going to enjoy coming on, have fun talking to you, have fun interacting with everybody, where it doesn't feel like it's a job, frankly, right? This is our release. Mm-hmm. For me and you, this is our night out, where we get to vent on all the events for the last week to each other and just kind of unwind.
Yeah.
And just have fun. Jay, come in, man. I'm glad I found you all through pastime. I have loved every episode since I've been following y'all, and the community that's been built is amazing. So many genuinely good people. Cheers to many more. And that's the thing. Like, we've built a community that's awesome, that likes to help and support people, that likes to donate to charity, that likes to do all that stuff. And I think that's for me, that's the biggest thing. With some of the charity events that we've had and we've raised money for, and we're not raising crazy numbers, right? We're raising $1,500 for a charity. But for a little small podcast out of Carrollton, Texas, that's awesome.
I would say so. What we've done, and this is not just Strike Up here. This is Part-Time Nerd and Rapid Dave streams or whatever. We've been raising money for charities for a long time now.
Yeah.
Like, well over 6 months. I shouldn't say a long time.
Over a
but
year.
Yeah, we started back when the lockdown kind of happened or whatever, and we were pushing everybody towards it. But when people ask me about this show, I'm like, dude, I just do it because I want to do it.
Yeah.
They're like, how's the viewership going? I go, I don't know, man. It's fine. How's the interaction? We don't see all the viewers because certain people catch us live, and then certain people catch us tomorrow morning while they're driving to work or Friday night.
And some people watch and they don't want to say anything. They just want to watch. Like you were telling me earlier, some people want to come in and watch it like it's a show.
Mm-hmm.
Dylan, come in. You guys for sure have inspired me, and being part of the group has been one of the best things to happen. And that's, for me, that's what it's all about, right? Meeting people like Dylan, meeting people like Jay, meeting people like Gillum, Francis. We met Francis through this. We got Francis and Dylan Morin, who have become like brothers to us.
Talk on a daily basis.
Every day.
Multiple times.
Nonstop.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm getting a text message at any point in time during the day or night, it's from one of the three of you.
Yeah.
It's just something that we built, the community we built, the friendships we've made. They've all been awesome. You've got podcasts that have spun off of this. TJ does his show because he met us and we helped him get it set up. And then we met Dylan through all this stuff, Dylan Busby. And now Dylan's joined, TJ. And we've been on Dylan's show, dressed casually with Dylan Busby, it's been a fun ride and we've enjoyed it. We met some great, heck, because of the show, we met Darren.
Yeah.
And
one of the worst things you could do is come into one of my streams and tell me you want to do something, because I'm going to tell you to do it.
Right.
That's, if you come into my stream and tell you want to be a streamer or you want to be a podcaster,
then
I'm
do
like,
it.
Yeah, just go ahead and do it, man. It's not that hard. Just go ahead and just grip it and rip it. And I don't.
Well, what if no one watches? Cool. I've done streams. I've literally done streams for 3 hours where it's me talking to myself for 3 hours. Dylan, I never played Fortnite before. Rapid Dave. Yeah.
There you go.
Hashtag me too, buddy.
But that's how it goes. You shouldn't be discouraging people if they tell you they want to do something and it's easy. I remember so many times I was like telling Alan about it. I'm like, man, we got to figure out. We don't even follow these people. I don't even know if they're still around or still doing a live show. But I'm like, man, we got to figure out how they're doing these graphics, how are they doing this lighting, how are you doing this, and how are you doing that. And he's like, oh, I'll ask. I'm like, all right, man, ask. And he's like, they never responded. I go, F it then. But now. Everything's out. Everything's out of the bag. There is no, hey, how do you do this or how do you do that?
Darren, have a good night, brother. Thank you for joining us in the first show.
Have a good one.
Definitely appreciate it.
But there's no more secrets about it. The internet's out there. You can figure out how to do everything you want to do.
Just use internet.com.
Yeah, and create whatever you need to create. I was like, dude, how do you do those graphics? How's the lighting? How's this and how's that? And you don't get a response. I'm like, oh, okay. So we're doing it like that? Whatever then. Later. Gotta go.
Dylan, you discouraged me to play squads, but I have fun in solos.
I like playing solos.
Solos are fun.
I'll be honest.
I'll play squads if I know the people. Hey, you get me liquored up, I'll jump in some duos and play with some randos and chat them up, especially if I'm live, right? If I'm streaming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's do it. So
I never play with randos. There's never a time where I queue up and I play with them.
You should try it.
I'm telling you right now,
just try it.
I used to have a lot of fun with just having like, I got audio issues. I could only play by myself, so I couldn't play with other people. That was like the best time of my life. Like, oh my god,
just try it here tomorrow during your lunch stream.
I usually go live on Thursdays because I'm hungover.
It's lunch.
I'm not. What's up, Soccer Tar? How you doing? You know this guy, sure?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I'll do it like tomorrow.
All right.
Or Friday.
We're still working on the processing.
I just got his name the other day.
I saw him comment on something. I go, that's Soccer Tar. I was like, oh, I got his name. God damn. Dude, I mailed stuff out. Like when I mailed stuff to Grumpy, I was like, Grumpy, quotation marks, Tyrone Grizzly.
Yeah, no, here's the thing. Like, it's no secret. It's been pouring down rain here.
Yeah.
And most of the time when I go mail stuff is during my lunch. And during my lunch for the last several days, it's been torrential downpour.
Yeah.
And I just don't want to.
I don't blame
I don't want to go to the post office when it's pouring like that.
Yeah.
Although everything else I've been mailed out was during a downpour. Sakatar, what delicious beer are you sipping on tonight? We are actually drinking a beer that was brewed specifically for us. It's called You're Doing Great. It's a Yinling clone. An attempt at it. It didn't go so great, but it's still pretty good.
Yeah, it's okay. Not bad.
Yeah. Our boys out at Dumpweed Brewing brewed this for us.
We got a mail out. You know, I never got a message from Sal. I found that address that he sent us a long time ago when I had the Under Mifflin game sent to him. He never said thanks, or it said he got it.
Oh.
But we have Rad Brad's stuff over there, but I don't have a box small enough to put it. I'm looking
the mystery minis.
Yeah, those two right there. And
Give them to me.
Are you sure? Okay. I was gonna actually go ahead and order more. That's what I did with Amazon for the other one. I went ahead and found it was $8 to buy it on Amazon. I'm like, that's cheaper than it's going to cost me to ship it. So I went ahead and bought it and had it shipped directly to them. So I have another one over there just sitting there.
I mean, if you can just order those and just ship it over cheaper than for us to ship,
$15. Those are $8 each, or $16. They're $15 each.
Yeah,
or $8 each.
I spent $6 each on them.
Oh, I didn't know that. It looked like it was like $3 online.
Yeah,
I don't know. We'll figure something out. Man, I keep drilling that shit out of that thing. Maps
Jay,
for maybe
you heard me. I didn't stutter. Come at me, bros. Jay, you want to wheel bet that?
My brother hit me up and was like, "Hey, I just bet like $50 or $40 on the Mavs, but it paid out 100." I goes, "What the hell's going on? They just won the last game." I go, "It's the playoffs, right?" He goes, "Yeah." I go, "They're going to Clippers. They're going to LA next." And he was like, "Yeah." I go,
no, they're coming here to Dallas next.
Talking about the previous game.
Oh, okay.
And so I'm like, they're going to LA, man. That's tough to win back to back and play, in the playoffs. But I was like, maybe. I heard it was their year. I'm just saying, I heard it was their year.
It's not.
And so I sat there and I saw the score come out. I go, they're like a 7-point dog. Well, they won by 7.
Yeah.
I go, good bet, bud. I mean, he's the luckiest little SOB you ever met in your life. So if he's betting on him the whole time, you want him to keep betting on him because then they're going to win.
Now, Jay, they aren't sweeping them.
Sweeping is
I'll wheel bet that, Jay.
Sweeping is absolutely tough.
If you want in on that, bro, let me know.
Oh, knocked his ass down on the back.
Just let me know, Jay. Sakatara went to a brewery that just opened 10 minutes from me. Ayana Brewing, and all their beers were delicious.
Nice. Real nice. I like tasty beers.
I do too. Hashtag me too, brother.
Will bet me, bro. We should have won by 20, but their free throws were atrocious.
Because you kept fouling them.
Hold on. So he says will bet. Are you in?
I'm in.
Because you threw it out there.
Yeah.
That they're not going to sweep.
They won't.
He's coming in saying they are going to sweep.
Yep.
Will bet. Put hashtag will bet in the chat and let's get this thing going there. There, L stud. Come on. Let's see it. And then we got to go.
I'm in.
I just want to see it one more time, and then we're going to rate somebody. You good?
Yeah, I'm just going to write down this wheel bet.
I want to make sure that he's in on it. Hashtag.
Oh, we just got a middle finger.
Why
is Fat Dad?
Why is he? Oh, will bet me, bro. Oh,
All right.
God. What are you flipping us off for? What did we do? Jesus.
Oh, we kind of talked trash about him and his kid talking trash about him. Fat Dad tries to play Fortnite and his kid's like, you suck, bro.
We're sticking up for you. All right, who should we rate right now? Let's go real quick. Let's rate somebody. I see Queen Pinecone's on. Let me see who else is on the. It's kind of late, but it's best.
Wheel bet's on, brother.
It's best to check.
After you lose, Jay, next week we'll have you on live.
Is Montana still on?
I don't know.
Hold on.
Let me look it up.
I got it right here.
You got a phone.
There we go. Montana Snow is going to get this raid. Let's do a little strikeout beer, little SHS, and the raid.
Let's do this. But hey, guys.
And if you're on Facebook right now and you are part of the SHS group, get your ass on over and let's raid Montana real quick. We're raiding right now.
Hit the theme music there,
Thank
Expo?
you so much. Yep.
Dylan just gives the peace.
Montana's on. Get over there and say what's up real quick. Let's go. Let's raid him. Let's raid. Let's raid. Raid.
But hey, guys, we've had a great time tonight. Thank you to Dumpweed and Darren for joining us during the first show. Thank you to everyone tuned in for the second show. We had a blast. Gosh, 3 years.
Can you believe it?
3 years this shit show's been hanging around. And we're going to keep hanging around and keep doing what we do. Gillum, thank you so much. Happy 3rd anniversary, guys. Man, we definitely appreciate that, Gillum. We had a great time with Gillum last week.
Yes, sir.
When he joined us. We got stuff Whiskey coming in with a yo.
Whiskey, go over to Montana and say what's up. It's a raid.
Yeah, raid. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate everything you guys do. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for just hanging around, commenting, whatever. We've had a blast. June 19th, we're going to be out at Brutal Beer Works live. Go to brutalbeerworks.com to get your tickets. Come on, have some fun. Show up. Let's party. Let's rage. But you know what, guys? As always, I'm Alan.
I'm Rapid Dave.
We'll talk to you guys later. Deuces.
Thanks for listening to Strikeout Beer.
It was a great episode.
Wait, there's no more?